my topic is culture clashes in the workplace. We are we're all from several countries and cities and places and environments, which means everyone handles things in a different way. We all process things differently, but it's also a beautiful thing in a sense. But at the same time, it can cause clashes and things of bad nature in the workplace. However, there are ways you can deal with these things in the workplace. When guys from various cultures come together and hold alternate opinions about certain things and and how how certain things should be done, a quarter clash results, which can lead to detention, um, miscommunication at work, which can lower morale and productivity. Sorry, but we must learn to accept and be tolerable of each other as all different. We may not agree with everything one person says, but we must be tolerable of each other. If you can be more tolerable with each other, we can flourish and grow as one. Um, to my next point, I believe communication is one of the biggest ways to stop cu- culture clashes in a workplace, and as a board, as a company, we could provide training on how to interact with each other, how we can learn one another. I believe that is a very effective way of everyone growing and minimizing culture culture clashes in the workplace. Um, Quite brief, yes, but I do believe that is a major way in how we can all get along and the company can flourish. If anyone has any questions for me or has any thoughts of how else we can prevent culture clashes in the workplace, please feel free to speak for the discussion.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah. Are you inviting us now to speak as well? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that great topic you have introduced there. Yes, it's a really interesting topic because, of course, as we all know, as we can all see, Morocco is such a multicultural work environment, workplace. And so it is very important, I believe, for us to keep this in mind all the time. And it is great that Jamie has just brought it up to us again, to just have a conversation about it as a reminder and just for us to appreciate again. I know somehow, sometime back, we have addressed this again, but I know it is quite important for us to talk about it again and again because as human beings, of course, there will always be some sort of clashes because not just because people are not getting along, but just due to the fact that we are from different cultures. Yeah. So that's just something that we cannot avoid no matter where we go, it might not be just here at Moracle, but even in our daily lives, in our personal lives, we are meeting people, different people every day from different parts of the world. We might even be from the same culture, but we will always be different. And so, like Jamie has said, I think this is just a very we just cannot avoid it. Communication all the time. I think even when you are from the same culture, just the fact that we are just a teamwork already. I mean, we are a team, sorry, and in everything that we do, as I keep saying, we are dependable on each other, on one another, and whatever I do in my side of the office, if I can say, is affecting someone else wherever they are in one way or another. So we need to keep that going, communicating with each other whenever necessary, so that we keep things flowing. And then when there's any sort of clash or misunderstanding or something not clear enough that might cause some friction along the way, when you're constantly communicating, you at least reduce this happening, or this possibility for clash of friction at quite a remarkable, percentage. And so at least I think that is something that we can all learn again today, and just, remind ourselves that it is just so important to keep that going, communicating often and constantly and consistently, so that we are all on the same page and moving in the same direction. And so, of course, Jamie was just saying how, different cultures, people will have different understanding or ways of doing things. Everyone will come with their own, just manners, if I could say. Everyone will come with what they're used to or what they know best how to do, and how they do things. And so when we all come together with these differences, the first thing is to just understand that, yes, I cannot expect the next person to be or to do things exactly as I do them, because not just are they from a different culture or part of the world, or different traditions, but they're just a totally different person from me. So they understand things differently. They have their own ways that they see the world and things. So when you first acknowledge that and recognize that fact itself, then you can be a bit patient and, just understanding, I think, and then, that will just lead the way to how everything else happened after that. Because then you are starting from a very positive point where you are quite understandable, and so you can tolerate the next person. You can also try to understand where they come from, why do they think the way they think, how do they do things, why do they do that, and then probably learn from them, just in case you appreciate something, or even teach them something else that they might not know that and vice versa. So cultural diversity at work or in our usual everyday lives should be appreciated, I think, as a very positive thing, something that we can embrace and learn from, not necessarily something that brings chaos and friction and a lot of differences. So I think this is quite an important topic, and that's what I wanted to contribute as well. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you very much. Is there anyone else that would like to also
Good
contribute?
morning, everyone.
Good morning, Noah.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you? This, this quite an interesting topic from the workplace. Yeah, misunderstanding within the workplace, or in which individuals from different backgrounds, we can have a misunderstanding. It can be based on our communication styles and maybe the way and manner in which we approach to work and do things. So I do believe some of these different cultural or different clashes that we'll have will come up with misunderstanding, and also it will make our productivity as a team to be reduced. And another thing again is about if the productivity reduced, and it means we will not be able to serve our client effectively. So but we really need to work on them and try to ensure that we solve some of these issues. Although just like how I mentioned earlier on, cultural clashes can span from different angles in terms of the communication. If maybe we might have discussed something and then misunderstanding coming, and then you might say, oh, either I did not understand what you're trying to say, Jamie, or maybe Noah. Okay, either Noah does not understand what Jamie say, or Jamie does not understand what Noah says. So maybe for me to handle some of these situations, or for me to enable these communication styles to be whenever we are discussing, because it's not only about the clashes within the workplace, it's about how we can be able to solve some of these issues some of this misunderstanding. I do believe if we have an open mind and open discussion in terms of coming up with issue and in solving problem, they will be able to do some of these things, be able to solve some of these issues. Another thing again is about the way and manner in which we work. Let's just take a look at the time. For instance, I'm in Sierra Leone, maybe we are using the same clock now in UK. But if you take a look at Sukesh or that of Hamid or even Sepede, maybe they might have uh different time zone. Maybe you might want them, I might want them to come here at the time that, like for instance, we say we can be coming here at 9. That's our time we start work. And then maybe at 9 here, it will be like different part that I've just mentioned. So you see, so
I think Robert disconnected.
Yeah, I think Noah is disconnected. Yeah, something happened to,
His internet.
yeah. So maybe I can continue then while we are waiting for him. Hi everyone, good morning. So what I want to share about this topic, I think nowadays that all the companies and organizations are, hi Noah, you're back. Okay. All the organizations and companies are leading to a way of a diverse environment. It means that there are people from different countries and different cultures. So when you work, when you have a diverse company, you have to know how to manage that because you are gathering people from different places, and it's not only the difference in culture is not only because of the countries, it's the difference people have, example, the religion or even the gender, man and woman. I think they are all the causes of difference between employees that you have to know how to manage them. I think as Arlette was saying, communication is the key here because how much you it's important how much you communicate with each other, the leader and other staffs. It's important to communicate and understand everyone's culture, everyone's attitude, because we are working together. We don't want to have problems with each other, but and we have to understand the differences, and so we can get along with each other. So, for example, what I was experiencing was that in my culture, in my country, we don't have a lot of direct communication. We always think that's rude that you say your honest opinion to someone. But when I come to different workplaces and see that no, you can, it's not being rude, but you can have your honest opinion and people will listen to it and don't get it personally. And it kind of was new for me because in my country, in Iran, people always want to be nice to others, but not saying their honest opinion or have a direct conversation with someone. So that was something that was new for me, and I think it was a good thing because you can say your honest opinion, and you know that people understand that you are not saying something personally to or maybe offend someone, but you are just want to have a direct communication to understand each other better. So I think it was one of the culture differences that I saw in my workplace, and it was really good for me that I get familiar with that kind of environment. So yeah, I think it's all about understanding each other and communicate with each other, because how much communicate it matters, and you understand your colleagues and the their different behaviors, and yeah, that was something that I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. Thank you. Noah, did you want to continue, or were you finished with what you were saying?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are doing well.
Good morning.
Uh,
Tom.
yeah, I just want to add up something. So, as we have seen, like cultural clashes arises. When we have people from different places, people from different religions, and people from different maybe it could be races, you can say. But I want to say that when you are working in different like environment, I mean, which has different cultures, so we need to think that we are all are humans. First of all, we need to say we are all are humans. So this may arise because of maybe due to misunderstandings. So I can see when I go to some like when I go to some seniors, I may ask something to them, and they might be busy, and we may misunderstand, because like the way they think is different, and the way we think is different at that point. So we may have different kind of things. Sometimes I don't understand some people accent, but when we talk to them, and when we spend some time with them, we used to their accent, and in the meanwhile we will understand them. So there will be many different cultural differences, but like when we are working on something, we should think that we are humans. So yeah, we need to work for the like company's goals, and we need to cooperate like to the company. Yeah, that's what I want to add. Thank you.
Thank you, Sikesh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to interject, or if not, I guess not. But thank you for listening to my opinion on culture clashes in the workplace.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for leading us this morning.
Thank
Thank you for making time to be here with us this morning. It's much appreciated. Well done. Yeah.